The Rapture cast, who stars in the new psychological thriller on BBC. The Rapture launched on BBC One and BBC iPlayer this week. Shot entirely on location in Wales, the psychological thriller is based on Liz Jensen's best-selling novel and boasts an impressive ensemble cast featuring Ruth Madeley, Sam Hazeldine, Jack Farthing, Stephen Campbell Moore, Ruth Jones, Amarteifio, Iwan Rheon, Lisa Palfrey, Siena Kelly, Naby Dakhli, Richard Elis, Rehman, and Robert Rhodes. The 5-part series follows a teenager accused of murdering her mother, who claims she possesses the ability to foresee disasters. The Rapture has been heralded as a high-octane drama, bristling with wit and tension, while tackling weighty themes including climate change, corruption, spiritual longing, and the powerful bonds forged during times of crisis.
Flies and gnats invading your kitchen? Plug in the Zevo Flying Insect Trap to attract and catch flying pests with blue and UV light day and night. Want to check today's Amazon deal? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/one before it's gone.
The narrative revolves around Dr. Gabrielle Fox and Bethany Krall, portrayed by Years and Years actress Ruth Madeley and Queen Charlotte's India Amarteifio. Gabs is a psychologist recently returned to work following a car accident that claimed her husband's life and left her a wheelchair user. Bethany is her patient, though hardly a willing one. Held in a secure unit for allegedly committing matricide, she maintains her innocence throughout. She believes she possesses supernatural abilities, which is precisely why she finds herself in a psychiatric unit rather than behind bars. Here's everything you need to know about the cast, according to Wales Online. Ruth portrays Dr. Gabrielle Fox, a clinical psychologist specializing in adolescence, whom she describes as very strong and quite stubborn. Viewers will recognize Ruth from Russell T Davies' Years and Years, where she portrayed Rosie Leon. She is also familiar to audiences for her role as Shirley Bingham in Doctor Who and its spin-off, The War Between the Land and the Sea. Additional credits include Chrissy Doolan in Night Sleeper, Ingrid Woodhouse in The Rook, Tracy McCary in Cold Feet, and Julie in The Level. In 2015, Ruth secured a Best Actress BAFTA nomination for Don't Take My Baby. India portrays misunderstood and passionate Bethany, who stands accused of murdering her mother and maintains she possesses the power to foresee disasters. Discussing her character, India said, "In her youthfulness and naivety, she sees the world as binary things are either the best or the worst. She's dead set on finding who's murdered her mum, which affects her behavior. She's steadfast and focused on that goal." India is most recognized for her portrayal of the young queen in Netflix's successful Bridgerton spin-off Queen Charlotte, A Bridgerton Story. She has also appeared as Nora Randall in The Midwich Cuckoos, Maya Roebuck in The Tunnel, and Lacey Fairburn in Evermore. India's CV additionally features Line of Duty and The Interceptor. Sam portrays Bethany's father and spiritual leader Leonard. Discussing his character, Sam said, "Leonard was a vicar in a church in Cardiff, but he has now started his own national movement, which is trying to be more inclusive, not so much worshipping a Christian God, but the idea of God as a higher power that's more universal and offers a place of hope for people to come in times of uncertainty and anxiety." Sam boasts some remarkably impressive credentials, amongst them playing Adar in The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. He also appeared as George Sewell in the Netflix smash hit Peaky Blinders and has taken on roles in Apple TV plus Favorite Slow Horses and the BBC thriller Requiem. Introducing his character, Jack said, "Frasier is a geologist working in renewable energy. He's recently moved from London to South Wales to work on a new wind farm and make a change in his life." He meets Gabs, Ruth Madeley, at a fundraising event and immediately seems to find a kindred spirit, someone who finds the whole thing just about as boring as he does. They click, and on a whim decide to escape for dinner, and something grows from there. Jack is perhaps best recognized for portraying George Warlegan in Poldark between 2015 and 2019. He additionally starred as Prince Charles in the film Spencer. Further television appearances include Blandings, The ABC Murders, Chloe, Rain Dogs, The Serial Killer's Wife, Towards Zero, and Industry. Speaking about the role, he said, "Dick is a journalist who's a bit washed up and he's lost everything. He was investigating the faith way and beginning to look at Bethany's vision when Carrie's Krall dies. He was quite high-flying, but he's lost everything. He feels very bitter about that. he has developed a bit of an alcohol problem. When you meet him in the story, he's at a low point in his life. But his passion for the story and telling the truth is reignited when Gabs arrives, and he starts to get a bit more meaning in his life. He's good fun to play. Iwan is perhaps best recognized for his portrayal of Ramsay Bolton in Game of Thrones and Simon in Misfits. He has appeared in numerous Welsh productions, including Wolf, The Light in the Hall, and the film Men Up. His television credits also extend to Riviera, Vicious, and Our Girl, while more recently he took on the role of 10X in Those About to Die. The Rapture's ensemble cast further features Stephen Campbell Moore, The History Boys, Masters of the Air, Lisa Palfrey, Sex Education, Cobra, Siena Kelly, Black Mirror, Domino Day, Naby Dakhli, House of David, Messiah, Richard Elis, The Pact, Crazies, Dean Rehman, The Kite Runner, Until I Kill You, Robert Rhodes, 28 Years Later, House of the Dragon, and Ruth Jones, Gavin and Stacey, Stella. The Rapture will continue on BBC One and iPlayer at 9 p.m. on Monday, July 27.